Go Blue, everyone. We're back. Folks, there's a new special teams coordinator in town, but no additional staffing moves. Maybe a quarterback coach, maybe not. Recruiting portal news and the Cheez-It Bowl. It's all coming up next on Michigan Wolverines Live. And it's so good to be back with y'all on this Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, episode 229. My name is John D'Adamo. I'm going to be taking you through the next hour and a half or so. Follow me on X at John D'Adamo. And we're live on YouTube. We're live on X. We're live on Twitch, but check us out on radio, on audio, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and iHeart. And as you join us, all we ask, donations are nice. They're so appreciated. But you know what every single person in here can do? Hit the like button. That's right, folks. You hit the like button. Just takes a second of your time. You hit that like button. That's all the thanks we need. Obviously, contributions are great too, but hitting the like button will get this out there to the world. And then hit the sub button to know when we're live. We're going live Tuesdays and Thursdays now, every week. And then hit that bell to get notified. And of course, share this link out with at least one friend. If everybody does that, we double, we triple, we quadruple, we quintuple, we sextuple, we septuple. There it is. And then, of course, send us a super chat, as two people already have. That's right. So 2 people have already super chatted. We'll get to those in just a little bit. Send us a super chat, and then your comment, your question are going to go to the top of the queue, and we're going to read those first in between topics. Without further ado, again, it's good to be back. It's good to be with TJ again. It feels like forever. You guys did a great job last week, though.
It's been like 2 weeks.
I know. Crazy.
No, a week and a half. You were with me for the Ohio State game. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot to talk about. We got a bowl game. We got coaching hires. We have a lot. Looking forward to the show, man.
Yeah, there's actually like a lot going on, believe it or not, even though it's technically off season. Marmar talking about B-ball. It is different. We're undefeated and we're crushing Villanova, I believe, right now.
We should be number 1 in the nation. Whoever the AP poll is. Listen, if you need any more evidence, the AP poll is ran by morons. Look at Michigan's ranking this week. It's very clear who number 1 is, but they decide to make us number 2. So it's cool. No big deal. We'll just keep winning by 40 and scoring 100. Yeah.
I mean, all that matters is the championship and the natty, you know. It's the ranking is what it is, you know. Michiganders in the house. I know. I know. Michiganders in the house. Wolverine, formerly in Ohio or in Ohio, is in the house. We got Quinn. We got Goats. Everybody's here. And we do have a couple of super chats we'll hit before we get to our topics and our sponsorships. We'll get to our sponsors first real quick. We do have 2 of them. Thank you again to our friends at Win Agency. Look at these folks. At Win Agency, we try to make things as simple as possible. We now have 3 self-service options available on our website. Check out the links in the chat to run your own Medicare, marketplace, and life insurance quotes. This service is available 365. They're here to help. So there it is. We're popping the links right now for you guys to get all 3. If you need Medicare, here it is. If you need marketplace or life insurance, here they are. So check them out. And then obviously also we've got Healthy Dogma. That's right, folks. We got Healthy Dogma. We got Michigan alumni own Healthy Dogma, so they know what loyalty means. For decades, the May family has cheered in the big house and always brings that same dedication to crafting clean, Michigan-made food for dogs. Check out healthydogma.com. Use code 25GoBlue because Michigan loyalty extends to 4-legged friends too. So that's Healthy Dogma for you. They rock. Win Agency rocks. Please consider supporting either of them or both of them. If you got a dog, if you need insurance, like it does mean a lot. And they support us, so let's support them.
Absolutely.
Couple of super chats real quick to start off our show. So we want to thank Joe for the 20 burger right off the jump. Thank you for that. Michigan needs a top 5 portal class. If not, it will more than likely be an 8-4 season in 2026, unless some of the players make massive and major improvements. The roster is a mess, developed with a mess, and people up. Right off the jump with the truth bomb there from Joe.
Yeah, I mean, we need a very good portal class. Ranking means nothing to me, only because a lot of these schools are going to get points based on quantity of players, right? Like, we need strong, 2-deep players added to this roster. Michigan better be aggressive. I mean, just period. There's holes on this roster. Defensive line, to me, is a red flag at the current projection. So they better figure it out.
Yeah, I'd like to see another cornerback. I'd like to see another safety. I'd like to see another 2 wide receivers. Maybe a couple linemen.
A tight end.
Tight end. All of the because even
a lot of D-line.
Not everybody's going to like the idea is both you get a couple of starters, but then you're also getting people to push the existing starters.
Right. Michigan needs to be, I swear to goodness, and we'll talk about it because we're going to talk about the portal later, but they better be attacking the 2 deep. I don't need guys who never see the field. You know, like I don't need the CJ Charlestons or the Anthony Simpsons or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I think especially with the amount of injuries, though, that we experienced in 25 and the fact that Justin Tress is probably staying as the strength and condition, and we're going to get to that in just a second. Woo! I think you need the 2 deep. I think you need depth. I think you gotta have good depth players because they might be playing.
Well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it more. We'll talk more about it.
For 100%. Matt Miller is here, host of our Texas channel. We'll be chatting with him later in the month, guaranteed. Let's get cheesy, John.
Why would we be talking to Matt Miller, John?
Oh, I wonder. Might involve I woke up feeling the cheesiest from Detective Loki because we're in the Cheez-It Bowl, everybody. That's right. That's what we want to strive for.
It's probably like the second best bowl outside of the Pop-Tart Bowl outside of the playoffs.
I like the Pop-Tart Bowl.
I wish we were allowed to be in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
I like that one. I like Duke's Mayo. I like all the ones where it reminds me of Nickelodeon from 1995.
I think this is going to sound weird, but I like the Idaho Potato Bowl because my former school plays in that, even though this year we're not in a bowl game. Let's not talk about it. But Idaho Potato Bowl. That's another fun one. Some of them are weird though. Some of them are weird.
Thank you, Detective Loki, for the super. And KY Wolverine has a question. Plus or minus 10. John says absolutely. Do I say that a lot? I think I do. But I don't know.
Absolutely. It's your transition word.
Yeah.
Mine, you know what mine is, don't you? I don't even want to say it because now everyone's going to catch it.
Fuck.
Anyway. Well, yeah, I said fuck. Yeah, maybe fuck. Maybe fuck. It's fucker anyways. It's one of the two. Bro, I cuss so much. I'm getting Minnie and Jackson Johnson to cuss with us, you know? I got Minnie cussing in the last show. She was like, fuck Ohio.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Did you miss that? Oh, it was great, man. It was at the end of the show.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah, I like it.
So we have some news. They have listened to us about one thing, which is Sherrone Moore has made the decision to fire JB Brown, get out of here after just a string of completely mind-numbing decisions all year on special teams. And now Michigan again goes to the Buckeye well to hire Kerry Coombs as the new special teams coordinator. And my initial thought is great because it's not defense. Like, I don't like he's a bad DC, but guess what? I don't hate this because sometimes it takes like a position like I know that at special teams he has at least helped teams stay the course. He's helped some teams go up. At least, like, I do believe that this is an improvement over what we had. That's like saying a kick in the nuts is better than jumping into hot lava, but it is better than what we had. I think we can all agree on that, TJ.
Okay. All right. So what I think this is an interesting hire. Okay. I think what's very interesting about it is, and I think I'll be honest too, though. I think it's a risky hire. I think it's a high ceiling, low floor type hire. And I'll give you an example. It's very clear this is a recruiting hire. It's very clear that's what this is about. So I find it interesting. Sherrone Moore is still, and forgive me, I'm sick, so forgive me, audience. But yeah, I think it's interesting that Sherrone Moore is still attacking. Like, let's just call it what it is. Kerry Combs is an elephant hunter. Like, if anyone looks at what Kerry Combs has been able to do the last 15 years, we're talking 5 stars, we're talking top 10 players, we're talking top 50 players, we're talking elephants. He's a whale hunter, okay? He's an elephant hunter, a whale hunter. He's everything you would think he is. He also has extremely good pipelines within the Detroit and Michigan area, as well as the Ohio area. That is what this is. Let's just call it's not because he's a great special teams coach. Although, yes, I know I am always sick, beats and treats. You know what? I'll get into it later. I'm pissed about it, to be honest with you. But shit, beats and treats took me off my path. Hold on, I'll get it.
Recruiter.
Okay, I got it.
5 stars.
Under Urban Meyer, he did do pretty well under special teams. He also is a decent defensive backs coach. I fully anticipate he's going to help Lamar Morgan on the back end. But special teams is dog shit at Cincinnati. Can we just call it what it is? Garbage. I mean, I have the numbers, John. Do you know? Are you aware of the numbers?
Let's hear it.
Okay, his punting. His last season at Cincinnati was in 2024. His punting was ranked 61st in the nation. Do you want to know what Michigan was ranked?
100th.
73rd. It felt like 100. It felt like 100.
It felt like it.
Punt return at Cincinnati. Okay, this is yards returned per return. Michigan was 127. Cincinnati was 113. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Punt coverage. Michigan in 2025 was ranked 42nd. Cincinnati was ranked, and this is again his last year at Cincinnati, 69th.
Nice.
Kick off returns. Michigan, this is sad. Shout out to Samaj Morgan. Kick returns. Michigan was ranked 125. Cincinnati 61st. So there is improvement. Kickoff coverage. Michigan ranked 46th. Cincinnati ranked 72nd. Okay. This is pretty interesting. And actually, I'm not gonna do that. It's extra points. I mean, they missed 2 and they're ranked 121. But field goals, which I think does matter, especially when we look at what happened this year.
Yep.
They were ranked 75th. Michigan was ranked 110. Let's just call it what it is. Not elite. Not. I'll be real with you. I will be very honest. Our special teams may get maybe a little better, maybe a little worse. I don't know, dude. Because it's not like we have now granted, Brady Marchese might be our punt returner next year. Which he's a speed demon, but yeah, I don't know. The reality is the reason for this move is not even for special teams. The reason for this move is for recruiting and defensive back help. And that's what he'll do. He'll help Lamar Morgan on the back. Now that hasn't been confirmed. I'm assuming that will happen. I think he has a very long history of defensive back coaching. So it's an interesting hire in terms of recruiting. It's a plus hire in terms of actual coaching on the field, special teams wise. To be determined, boys. To be determined.
Yeah,
and
I think.
Let me just. I'm sorry. Go on. After the topic, I'll give an update.
Well, I think that I think our special teams go up a smidge at least. I think it's hard to get worse, right? It's hard to fathom that Coombs would have kept Samaj Morgan out there.
That's fair.
For 10 games at punt return.
You would think so.
I think it would have moved to Marsh earlier, in my opinion. I think I think at personnel management, I think he'll be better. Keep in mind, Cincinnati is not exactly world beaters when it comes to recruiting and when it comes to all the aspects that go into special. So we got to look at those stats a bit with a grain of salt.
Well, let me say this though, and these are numbers I don't have in front of me. But when he first got there, he was there for 3 years. They regressed from the year 1 to year 3. Okay, so I should have those numbers here, so I apologize. If I can find them quickly, I will bring them up. But yeah, it's I'll just say I have more to be desired in terms of special team coaching. And I'll be honest with you. All right, let me just give you my honest opinion. This will benefit us in recruiting. I am concerned Sherrone Moore is missing the boat. I am concerned Sherrone Moore. Are we gonna discuss more about the coaching hires or no, John?
Yes.
All right, then I will go in more then. Okay.
Yes. So let's actually get to the one potential other change that Sherrone has indicated. May happen, and that's a quarterback's coach for Bryce Underwood. And the way that that's being reported in places is Sherrone Moore is looking to hire a quarterback coach for Bryce Underwood, which sounds comical, but because actually Chip Lindsey has been partially quarterback coach, we had Synagoga in there. There are others that work with Bryce Underwood, but we've also called all along for a dedicated quarterback coach that knows what they're doing. So I don't hate this idea, and I believe it was Chris Ballas who asked that, and people were asking in the boards like, hey, can you ask this question about quarterback coach? He said yes, and then there's the question. So I'm happy about that, and I have a few names I wanted to toss out at you, TJ, and the first is a guy named Brandon Streeter. I know everybody immediately jumps to the Michigan guys, right? Brandon Streeter worked with some of the top quarterbacks at Clemson, right? Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson. He also worked with DJU, who eventually, he had some success, right, at places. But those first two won national titles. I feel like if he's put in as a dedicated quarterback coach, that may be a really good option. And then for fun, we have Devin Gardner and Chad Henne, both Michigan men, former quarterbacks who, on the one hand, has I think one of the best podcasts going on YouTube right now, the Blueprint. And then Chad Henne, obviously, a very, very successful quarterback for Michigan. So thoughts on those? Any that you would want to throw in there? In addition, who do you think they should be going after?
So personally, I feel like we keep recycling. Now, I will say, shout out to you for giving it a new name. We keep recycling the same names. And Devin Gardner has said he does not want to be a quarterback coach. Okay, there we go. Michigander actually just said that. So Michigander just pointed to this. Yeah, he is. Okay. I don't know. He doesn't want to. So, I actually read it. I was telling you before the show, John. I read a name, and my bad again for being sick. But dude, fucking, it was a great name, and I don't remember it. But
Teddy Bridgewater is another one.
That was fucking it. That was Teddy Bridgewater. That was fucking it, dude. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is, in my opinion, the exact person it needs to be. Teddy Bridgewater is who they need to get. Teddy Bridgewater was a high school coach and brought his team to a national title, but he also mentored a lot of Lions players and Jameson Williams. And he says, why not Tom Brady? Well, Tom Brady's busy. Okay.
He's got a $300 million contract, y'all.
He owns the Oakland Raiders. He owns a soccer team in Europe. He does a bunch of shit. I assure you, he's busy. He may be available on a Saturday one day, but he's busy.
Yeah, he'll pump up the team for a Saturday. Yeah,
Teddy Bridgewater was the name that I read, and dude, I think that is the perfect, because he can dual threat. He's had the highs, he's had the lows. people might not remember, but before Teddy Bridgewater had that knee injury, he was looking really good, man. But yeah, so that's my pick is Teddy Bridgewater. So shout out to Goats and Shows for that one.
I like Bridgewater. I think Streeter is another choice we should be.
Also, though, in terms of analysts, there is no cap on salary. You could pay an analyst $1 million. I'll be right back, John.
Boom. So TJ has to bounce for 2 seconds, so I will take these couple of super chats real quick before we keep rolling. But I do love Bridgewater and Streeter as options. We'll see who they wind up with. Moose says, yo, great to see you in here, Moose. Great to see you. One of the OG listeners is back.
It is good to see Moose, man. Missed you, brother.
Very much so. Good to have you back. T. Hambone says, with the 10, says, I'm disappointed that Michigan didn't get a top 10 recruiting class. No elite wide receiver, tight end, DT. Who does Michigan plan to target in the portal? Who are they looking to hire? We already answered the quarterback coach question, but
I have an amazing stat I need to find.
Sure.
Hopefully I can find it quickly. Okay. Shit. Actually, you know what? I think I can find it. Let me just type in a word. Come on, work. I'm a genius. I found it. Okay, so listen to these numbers. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you right now why that top 10 shit doesn't even matter. Okay. Listen. I was all about we need a top 10 class, and we do. And listen. Let's strive for a top 10 class. I'm not saying we shouldn't, but let me read you these numbers that are gonna blow your mind. Okay. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, the number 1 class and the number 16 class in the nation, okay, so 2015, or I guess that'd be 2016, was an 85-point gap, okay, 85 points. You guys ready for this? Today, the 26th class, the number 1 and 32 class is the 85-point gap. So it went from 1 and 16 to 1 and 32, the same gap in talent. Why? And I got more too. I'm not even done. There's more stats. Why? Because there's NIL now. All the talent is going to the top 30 teams. The top 30 teams. You are starting to see the power conference. You are starting to see what we have talked about with the expansion. Listen to these numbers. I got some more for you. 10 years ago, 2016 class, number 1 class and the number 8 class. This is why the top 10 doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to tell you that right now. Was a 50-point gap, 1 to 8. Okay, those classes, it was a 50-point gap. Today, in the 2026 class, the 1 and 16th ranked class have a 50-point gap. So I'm going to tell you right now that playoff expansion they're talking about, the 14, actually makes a lot more fucking sense. 10 years ago, I know that sounds crazy, and I'm a proponent of 12-team playoffs, but the fact that in 2016, the 1 and 8 class to today has the same gap as the 1 and 16th class goes to tell you where all the talent's going. So what that tells me, us being what we were ranked 11th, right? Isn't that where we finished this year?
Yep, 11th.
All right. So, I mean, look, and at the end of the day, boys, let's just be very honest. That number don't mean shit. And I'm going to tell you why. The difference between 10 and 11 is 5 effing points. We're talking an injury. We're talking a transfer. It just doesn't matter. It's just a number. The reality is simply this: acquire as much talent as possible, retain as much. That's the other key. Retain as much talent as possible, which Michigan, you know, we do have our frustrations with Sean McGee and his budget. The reason he's strict on it is because he uses a lot of money for roster retention. It's why we don't lose a lot of guys in the portal. You know, we really don't. So it's interesting. I find it interesting. All data, listen, we're observing as it goes. Now, this data I just read to you, it's as current as this year. We'll see what next year looks like. But to me, as long as you are aggressively getting good talent, a lot of top end talent, which we did, Saban Hyder, Carter Meadows, a bunch of guys, right? You're doing what you need to do. I mean, what's also interesting, like, check this out. Us to the 8th class is only 13 points. Like, that's like a, you know,
and NIL, the parity with NIL now, it's so much, there's so much more equality in college football than there ever used to be. I do want to push back a little on T Hambone here, because I believe that Travis Johnson has elite potential. Is he elite this second? I don't necessarily think that, but I think he could play as a true freshman.
I fully anticipate Travis Johnson to get some run. I'm curious to see what we add in the portal. But yeah, I fully expect Travis Johnson to play. Wait, no, okay, I'm looking at this. All right, so all right, T
Moose
Hambone.
Ludwig too.
Yes, I was just gonna say. All right, I was only focused on the first part of this super chat. I actually respectfully disagree with you. I'm gonna tell you why. I do think Travis Johnson is in an Andrew Marsh category. Did you like Andrew Marsh? I think they have similar ability to. I will say though, like 12 receptions, 180 yards. That's like, okay, probably not, but he will be, in my opinion, a productive player. Matt Ludwig, just so anyone who knows, and listen, apologies again, guys. I was going to do a recruiting class recap on Monday. I am so busy. I've been working since 8 a.m. I just hopped on this thing, and I have to pull an all-nighter because of the snowstorm tonight. So, like, I am just slammed and sick. So, my bad. Regarding the tight end class, or the tight end, Matt Ludwig, bro, Michigan really does think he's a Colson Loveland mold. Now, do I anticipate him to be Colson Loveland great, like top 10 tight end drafted? No. But do I think he'll be a very good tight end? Yes. He may need a little bit more development. Colson Loveland did do a very good job his freshman year. And then defensive tackle, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Alistair Vallejo. I'm telling you, do not do it. Alistair Vallejo is going to be a very good player, very good player.
I like Titan Davis too.
I also like Titan Davis, but I'm not sure what they're going to do with him. I don't know if he's going to be a tweener or if they're going to try and shift him inside or what.
Yeah.
And then who does Michigan plan to target in the portal? I know we're hanging on this super chat a while, but I'll just answer this real quick. Wide receiver, defensive line. Shit. There was two more I know about. Two other positions.
O-line?
No. That's the buzz. Who knows? I mean, the buzz is no. But, and yes, I'm not really worried about O-line. I'm not really worried about O-line. I think we have our 5 next year. I really do. With Babaloa coming back and everything, I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, I don't know, but it'll come to me when we talk about portal. I'll think of it more.
Corner,
yeah,
like secondary corner.
Corner is one. Corner is one. But the thing I don't know is, like, are we looking for CB1s? Are we looking for depth? I don't have that answer.
Well, we also don't know who's staying yet, right?
Also, no, we don't yet because Michigan. We'll get into that. But update: Michigan won 89-61. I'm officially disappointed because we didn't score 100.
Got to hang 100. Got to hang.
We don't hang 100. I'm
Come
sad.
on.
Yep.
It's funny after dealing with 3-point wins all season against schlubs. Now we're talking about we're disappointed they didn't score 100. I love it. That's what we do here. Andrew with the 2. Is it wild to say D-line might be a bigger need than wide receiver? I mean, they're kind of up there.
I no, dude. My biggest concern is D-line. I have no idea what the hell we're doing. I have no idea what's going on. Like, when I look at our defensive line, I can't name you 4 guys that I trust.
Derek Moore is done.
Gone.
That's it.
Rayshon Benny's gone. And I don't even trust Rayshon Benny right now. But I just, like, even so, like, I don't know. Defensive line, I think, is a real thing that needs to be discussed. Like, I think we really need to understand how who Nate Marshall. All right, I guess. Did he prove to you guys anything? I mean, I know he's a good talent. I know he has a lot of potential. But where did we see the flashes consistently this year? Because I didn't. So to me, that's a concern.
Yeah, I think just look at the difference between how our defensive line handled Ohio State versus how Indiana handled Ohio State. Indiana was getting to Julian Sayin. He was rattled. He was feeling the pressure. Michigan could not lay a finger on Julian Sayin all game long. I think that was a big factor in the game. And with Derek Moore going, I actually think you're right. I mean, wide receiver, we need him. We do. But DL just as big, at least. Okay. With that said, let's get back to this. Aside from special teams and maybe a quarterback's coach, No more staff changes, according to Sherrone Moore. That means Ron Bellamy's coming back. That means Grant Newsom's coming back. That means Justin Tress is coming back. That means mediocrity at the University of Michigan football team. Don't love it.
Yeah. So this is okay. So this is where I'm going to carry on where I was discussing earlier. Sherrone, you're trusting your staff again. Okay. Your call, bud. Your staff, your roster. If you're confident you guys are going to meet your goals and objectives next year with the staff, that's your call. But in my opinion, changes needed to be made. In my opinion, Justin Tress, we needed a change. In my opinion, you might have wanted to look at, I don't know, wide receiver coach maybe. I don't know. Now, maybe we will get a quarterback coach, but it may just be an off-season specialist. I don't know yet what they're going to do there. Why are you not looking for and I know I've seen some of the chatter on the message boards about the quarterback coach situation. Well, they already have one. Chip Lindsey's a designated quarterback. But I mean, look, Chip Lindsey, get a guy who's actually a guru and put the fucking money. This is what frustrates me sometimes. I know the fan base feels similar here. You invest in this quarterback, right? But you are not investing in the supporting foundation around him. They want to make an investment, but they don't want to finish what they're committing to. Now, granted, we have an off season here. They very well can do that. They very well can achieve this. But why is there? For example, we're hanging on to Wink Martindale again. Now, I will say there is some conflicting thoughts on that, especially amongst there is some conflicting thoughts amongst the top of the food chain insiders, we'll call them. There's some who thinks after the bowl game a decision will be made, and there's some who thinks absolutely nothing will change in terms of in terms of Wink Martindale. I've heard both. I don't know. I have no idea
a desperate NFL team hires him.
Well, I've heard that potentially Michigan's going to see if the NFL comes calling, and then they may make a change if they do. I'm not sure that will happen, by the way. Maybe it will, though. I'm not sure. But point being is Sherrone is going status quo again. And brother, next year's a big year for you. You better act like it. I don't know. I'm not seeing it right now, but it's still early. So we'll see. But I was a little disappointed in hearing he's not anticipating any more changes, Go ahead, John. Get it.
How come, TJ?
Yeah.
That the University of Michigan,
I love that
one of the most respected global programs ever. $20 billion endowment, ton of NIL, donors, all of the stuff going on. Why can't Michigan get a world-class all-star coaching room? This is a MAC level overall coaching room. There's some good.
I don't know about MAC. But
I think Ron Bellamy might be MAC level. I think Grant Newsom
there's definitely
is learning. I think he's improved.
Not proven.
But he's still not proven.
No.
I think these are Justin Tress needed to go higher. Yeah. Why can't we pay the A&M guy $3 million? We have the money.
That's actually my most frustrating move is the not why are you not investing in your strength and conditioning staff? Why did you not hire Julian Walker's fucking dad to the staff?
At least assistant ST or strength and conditioning.
Dude, we'll just have him a part of the staff. He's just a part of the staff at South Carolina. I mean, bring him here. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know if they changed their approach. They did it for Devin Bush. I don't know, man. Look, I'll just say this. I'm staying in observation mode. I'm not drawing any conclusions until after the portal ends. Once that portal ends, and then we go through and then we go through the final coaching cycle, which we will see once the NFL season ends. After the regular season ends, Black Monday they call it. After that, then I will draw my conclusions.
People have been talking about in the comments Ron Bellamy and his recruiting,
Yes.
and what happened, and he is a good recruiter. You can keep him on. Guess what? Here's an idea: safeties coach instead of wide receivers coach. Then he can continue to recruit. He's better at being a safeties coach. He gets to stay on the staff.
Right. You're right. I don't agree. I don't disagree. And I kind of feel like what they're going to do is put Combs at corner, have him be a corner coach, and move Lamar Morgan at safety. I think that might be what they do. But the point being is, to Johnny's point, and this is kind of where I was going earlier, to me, Sherrone Moore is missing the boat. He is just focusing on talent acquisition, not talent development. That's a fucking problem, bro. Like, you really need a balance on your staff. I don't know, man. Look, we'll see. Listen, I hope for the best. I want Sherrone to kill it. I really do. But like,
me too.
All right. Who was I talking to? Was it Juju? Somebody I was on the phone with. I think Sherrone, I'm not committing to this opinion. This is an idea that I'm playing with. But I really think Sherrone Moore has some serious blind spots, and I don't think it's because this was my position. I think it was with Juju. I don't think Sherrone's stubborn. I think Sherrone's blind, and that's a fucking problem.
Yeah,
that's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, how real is what the fuck I just said? It's not real. That he's stubborn. We feel like we see stubbornness with players being used in situations, or the non-action and change in certain areas. But I'm starting to think it's not stubbornness. I'm starting to think it's because he is blind to the reality of it. That's why now I'm not committed to that idea, but I am definitely I'm playing with that idea. I think I might be onto something.
Let me be so clear, because people have been getting it twisted the last few weeks. I was one of the biggest Sherrone defenders. Go back and watch the tape from 2 years ago if you don't believe me. When he was hired, I was one of the biggest. Like, I want to give him a shot because of how he treated the 2023 season, how he stood by his school, by Jim Harbaugh, the Penn State post-conference, the post-game conference. And I said, you know what? Let's roll with Sherrone. The players love him. Everybody loves him. He's a program guy. But it worries me that Sherrone can't see that a 9-3 isn't a real 9-3. We were playing per don't. We were playing Northwestern and barely beat Northwestern. And the three toughest games, we lost badly. Wasn't even close in any of the games. So it looks great, 9-3 record. That's like a James Franklin 9-3. That's like a fool's gold 9-3, because every good game, except you can argue Washington, we dropped. That's a problem. And I believe more heads should have rolled and more change should have been than special teams, and maybe he's considering adding a quarterback coach. That to me is wild. And it makes me think a couple things. It makes me think Sherrone feels completely safe. Makes me think that he's good till 27. Makes me think, like I said on Saturday, for postgame, I think he's coming back in 27 unless we go 5-7 or worse. He feels safe.
He operates like he has time. He operates like he has fucking time, dude. And that is also concerning as a fan. I don't know, man. It's something we're just gonna have to observe as a fan base. I mean, I hope for the best. I want him to succeed. I want him to do well. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's. I don't agree with all of his decisions, so I'm just observing and hoping I'm wrong.
I mean, I want to be wrong too,
out with you guys. You know what I mean?
Everybody who says we should be more positive, I want to be positive.
Yeah, me too.
Y'all remember 2023? When I hosted this show in 2023, every show was like sunshines and rainbows, basically.
It's not, again, it's not even like we're doom and gloom. It's just like, hey, where's the lack of movement, and like, where's the lack of change? Why are you running it back? You're running it back, Sherrone. Like, did you think was great. I mean, do you know, like in like, for example, to the Wink Martindale thought, bro, he takes half a season to figure it out. It's like he doesn't understand his own talent until he gets into the season where he can see what his talent's doing against the opposition. He needs to figure that shit out in fall camp. I mean, he should have a grasp in spring ball. But it's like, oh no, he needs a preseason. You know, he might truly be just fully adapted to the NFL where he needs a preseason. His preseason's our first month.
And it's not just Wink who that's the case either. It's the entire staff. See, this is the other problem, is we take like 4 games to get hot. Now, I understand like the New Mexico Lobos, the Central Michigan Chippewas. Sure, we can beat teams like that, but we're going to guaranteed, I'd almost wager people right now we're dropping to Oklahoma again. I can almost guarantee it.
I'm waiting.
Why? Why? Because we've seen from this staff that it takes like 6 games to get hot. And you're still barely edging past opponents. So if I see that they come out guns blazing game 1 with probably Biff Poggi as head coach again, because remember, Sherrone still has 1 more game of suspension.
Chip Lindsey's Bryce Underwood's best game of his career to watch.
I also want to see the bowl game too. Like, and we're going to talk about the Cheez-It Bowl in a little bit, because if they're airing it out, it looks like I saw a real offense against Maryland. I understand they were Maryland, but it wasn't just that they were Maryland. It was the concepts, the plays, the designs. It looked like a competent offense. If I see that again in a real game against Texas, okay, then we might got something, because maybe Sherrone finally realized, okay, I need to give Chiplin, because I don't believe for a damn second, and neither should you, because you guys, our community, are smart, intelligent fans. You are smart, intelligent. You're here at Michigan at the voice of college football. Do you all believe for 2 seconds that Sherrone's just like, I help out where I can? No. Bro is doing play designs. He's deciding personnel groups, and he's telling Chip what to call. Let's be very clear about that. That Sherrone is involved in the offense. Let's see what happens in the bowl game.
Yeah, I mean, it's I mean, he's definitely influencing it to an extent. I mean, I do think he allows Chip to call within his framework. Mm-hmm. Right. I think he gives Chip a framework. He wants to, you know, like, for example, man, I mean, look, all right. There's a lot of things. Okay. Fuck. There's a lot of things within the program that have been leaking that things are not as they were. You know, last year we were talking about the practice approach. Mm-hmm. How if they run and this listen, we were hearing this on, me and John were hearing this on our end, and then Sam Webb and them confirmed this on their stuff. Okay, so whenever that happens, I'm always like, okay, so we can say for certainty this is certain. Last year it was known that they would run practice, and even if they didn't complete the play to 100%, effectiveness, or, run the play how it should be, they would move on to the next fucking play. And you saw that in the way the team played in the games last year. Now, this year, I didn't necessarily hear those rumblings, but last year for sure. And then there's other things going on. There's too much of a friendly atmosphere, not a coaching atmosphere. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. And people saying in the chat, well, what about Jim Harbaugh? Took him 7 years, folks. Jim Harbaugh took over a Brady Hoke program and immediately went from 5-7 to 10-3 his first year. He immediately established a culture where when Brady Hoke walked into the room, everybody laughed and cheered. When Jim Harbaugh walked into the room, silence, because you know what they said? We don't clap unless we win. That's a difference in mentality and culture with Jim Harbaugh immediately. Now, I understand it took a while to get to the promised land in terms of beating Ohio State, in terms of, Big Ten championships, and I understand that. But all I want to see is 2014 to 2015. That's what I want to see. I want to see a change in culture like what we saw overnight almost with Jim Harbaugh. So that's my biggest problem with people saying, what about it took him 7 years? Like, people, it's been going down the cliff. Like, that's off the cliff.
I don't think it's going all right, because I don't want to be too hyperbolic, right? I don't think we're going down a cliff, but we're definitely trending the opposite direction. I think we can agree there. And because John's like, we're falling down a fucking cliff. It's the Grand Canyon, damn it. No, all right, like, listen, it's not that bad, but we are trending. Like, there are things within this program that are trending backwards. Okay. And one of the things that I'm worried about as a fan is the culture, is the mentality. We saw that this year. That mentality is already fading. We see that this year. We're losing the Ben Herbert, the Jim Harbaugh established mentality, regardless of the situation we overcome, or in the fourth quarter we outlast our opponent type shit. That's why I was hoping Sherrone would get a tone setter for a strength and conditioning coach this offseason. Like, to be honest, that's the fucking move you make if you're serious. You go and get one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the fucking nation, or you get an up and comer who's a dog, and you make that fucking change. But you know what, Sherrone's giving me vibes of like a D'Antonio who just sticks with his guys, like, dude, that's dangerous, bro. It's just dangerous. Like, listen, I'm not giving absolutes. I'm just talking. I'm giving my thoughts out loud. Sherrone may very well fucking do great, and I hope he does again. But just it just seems, I don't know. It seems there's a little off, you know.
So here's some realities about the Brady Hoke era. Brady Hoke had some pretty good recruiting classes. He knew how to recruit. But I'll tell you what, after that first year, and I'm concerned because we've seen the overall mentality, the discipline, the fundamentals decrease every year. And I will say it again, and I will say with my whole chest that I believe the 2024 Michigan team beats the 2025 Michigan team. Why? Because you have two all-worlders at interior D-line. Because you had a better special teams unit, Zvada. You had better. I think the running back was, you had some good running backs. Maybe not as good as Haynes and Marshall, but Kalel was pretty good. And the trench play in 24 was better, in my opinion, than what we saw in 25. Yep. So I could be wrong, but I believe the 24 team beats the 25 team like 13-9.
Yeah. Wait, the 24 team beats who?
The 25 team. I think if Michigan's 24 squad plays Michigan's 25 squad due to the trench play, I think 24 squad wins like 13-9.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think the offense is good enough to win that game. The defense is clearly good. I don't know. Dude, you're right. You're right, though, because you got Grant. I don't know. It's tough. Just pushing up the middle, and Bryce gets so uncomfortable in the pocket when his line's failing him. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't want to go down that road. I'll be honest with you. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it.
Well, people are saying like, oh yeah, like it's not going off a cliff or it's not declining. And all I'm asking you to do is think about it.
Yeah. Well, I think it is. I think it is trending. I think it is trending backwards a little, and but I don't think it's falling off a cliff. I will say, big discussions here. 76 also has a podcast, talks Michigan. Appreciate him. The doctor himself says Jim was loyal to Don Brown to a fault. Absolutely, he hung on to Don Brown.
I agree.
One year too long. After the 2018 year, he should have cut ties.
Yeah,
he hung on to him in 2019 and
2020 and 2020.
Was it 2020?
So probably 2 years too long. Yeah, he didn't call up John Harbaugh until the 21 season and get McDonald.
2020, I've forgotten that year. Shit, you're right. Holy shit. All right, 2 years too long. 2 years too long. He should have got rid of him in 2018.
Yeah.
Our Dr. Anwar.
And I agree with that. That's true.
Yeah. Now, our boy here, though, I like having these debates. He goes, with Alex Orgy, stop it. Here would be, all right, listen, I don't even want to like really divulge too deep into this, but here would be the argument. The argument would be the defensive line of the 2014 would get to Bryce Underwood and make him uncomfortable. And the offense would be what you would see against a Purdue, right? And then also like with the 24 team, you had
Davis Warren would hand off to Kalel Mullings. That's
what
would happen.
I mean, and you also had Colson Loveland. So there'd be some. There'd be, and Zavada was actually good in 24. But which might be the field goals that get you. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It's I don't know. It's a fucking awful thing to think about though. It'll definitely give you cancer if you think about it.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it anymore. I think it's something that you got to at least look at when you're looking at where the team is headed. Now, here's what I will say, and we're going to get to it in a little bit. I think the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl is going to tell us some things. So I'm curious to see how that game goes with some of the NFL talent sitting out. I'm very curious. Okay. Let's go. We want to remind everybody, folks, if you want access to the intel that we provide, if you want access to special opportunities, to emojis, I will do at some point this month. I will commit to a members only stream like we were doing. Although we did have 2 members only watch parties last month for the record, but we will do some type of members only hangout in December. And so because of that, lots of reasons to become a member starting at least $2.99. The folks you see below are all Connor Stallions Espionage members. So they are all at our highest tier membership. They're guarding the manifesto. They're doing the damn thing. But you don't need to be a Connor. You could start at just Leaders and Best at $2.99 or the $4.99 tier as well. Okay. Also, we do have our sponsors, which I'll give one more shout out to and one more thank you to as well. So for Win Agency, we'll start there. They try to make things as simple as possible. They now have 3 self-service options available on their website. Check out the links in the chat to run your own marketplace, Medicare, and life insurance quotes. The service is available 24/7, 365, and the links are in the description of every single video we have. Couldn't be easier to sign up because they're in every video, every live stream, every clip. The links are right there. In addition to that, of course, Healthy Dogma, our friends at Healthy Dogma. Every Michigan man knows the feeling of family, and for many of us, that includes our dogs. Healthy Dogma is feeding them like family with ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. Order at healthydogma.com using code 25GoBlue to save 25%. Okay. And there it is. There's the site. Okay. There it is. Real food, U.S. source, no fillers. It's good stuff. And I have here in my hand duck flavor treats. So even if you just want to take some treats for a spin, see how your dogs like them. 25% off. You might as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's Christmas. Give your dogs the gift of health. That's what I say. Michigander says, TJ's so out of it. Brother, I am fighting sickness. Leave me alone. I'm here, aren't I? I'm not sitting on the bench like a Spartan would. We play.
Bam. Absolutely. Yeah. No blaming the flu here.
Yeah, I'm not LeBron James. I don't take days off, okay?
So I know that obviously we had the signing day. We talked about that. Did a call-in. You did a call-in show. I did a call-in show to keep that rolling. So obviously now it's this period where it's kind of an odd period. Signing day's over, but obviously there's a lot going on now up until bowl game and then through to February. So any names we should be watching out for either on recruiting or portal?
So, I mean, like in terms of names, I mean, it's still early. I will say this. Michigan's inquiring. Michigan, all right. like most schools, let's just put it that way. Like most schools are doing, they're inquiring, they're gauging interest. Here's the reality. Just like we just saw with this November shit, how we saw these teams come in the day of signing day and drop actual offers. The same thing. Right now, it's just feelers. Right now, they're just feelers. They're reaching out to, here's what I know. They're reaching out to wide receivers. They're reaching out to defensive linemen. They're reaching out to corners. Here's what I've not heard. I'm not aware if they've reached out to any tight ends. I have no fucking idea. But they should. But Nick Marsh is someone I know for a fact that they're going to reaching out to. Now, what does that mean? I have no idea. I don't know if that means Nick Marsh is willing to come here. The buzz is he's going to go to SEC. Nick Marsh did follow Michigan on Instagram and stuff like that.
A lot of Michigan accounts he's followed.
Yeah, a lot of Michigan accounts he's following would be, in my opinion, a strong pull.
He could play right away.
There is the buzz. There is, yeah, he would 100%. He would definitely start. He'd be our, X probably. And what's interesting is Michigan's trying to legitimately bring back. Now we know Rod Moore. That's fine. I think we would all agree that's fine. Give him another year to recover that knee and be ready to go next year. He's not, he needs another year. The Justice Haynes stuff is interesting. That appears to be very real. Now I think I've seen both arguments here. People are saying, well, elite talent, you go and get it. But I will be honest, my opinion is, this is a great question. My opinion, I'll answer that question in a minute. My opinion, I don't think Michigan should go after Justice Haynes. I think Michigan should use those resources to go after other positions of need. We're going to be just fine. We'll be just fine. I love Justice Haynes. I think Justice Haynes is a Heisman caliber player. And you may say, that's insane. Why would you not want to bring that back? Because Jordan Marshall was a top 10 running back, and I got Savion Hyder coming, man. And Savion Hyder has a higher ceiling than he may very well be a Heisman, not his freshman year, but in time. Savion Hyder is the real deal, man. I don't need 3 elite running backs. I just don't. Okay. I don't. I need fucking defensive linemen. I need a tight end I can count on. I need more wide receivers. I need a corner who's a lockdown. Get those guys. That's what we need. Offensive line. I'm good. I don't need any portal acquisitions at offensive line. I think, Andrew Sprague. I think, Grenera at center. I think you have Evan Link probably play left guard or Frazier, and you're going to have Babaloa back. Okay, then what are you going to do about right guard? Well, maybe it's Ty Haywood. I don't know. I mean, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. So, to me, the resources need to go to wide receiver, defensive line, a lockdown corner, and maybe a safety. And a punter for sure. We would all agree we need a punter.
Oh, my God. Punter. For him, please.
But that's a crazy statement, Michigan. Evan Link is too big for. What do you mean height? You must mean height. You must mean height. What is Evan Link? He ain't 6'7", is he? Let me look it up real quick. He's 6'5". What is Evan Link? What is Evan Link?
6'6".
Yeah,
about 324, 328 pounds.
Bend your fucking knees, Link. Bend your knees. He'll be fine. There's 6 guards in the NFL. Anyone remember Frank Ragnow? He played guard. Fucking monster. And Bryce is 6'5". What are we worried about? But yeah, I don't know. It's I
agree.
Names at all though.
I think now remember that Justice Haynes is also one of the few that is actually a business owner as part of NIL. So he has an equity stake in Loom Juice. So if they can cobble together something where maybe the cash isn't at the level that we're going to allocate to some, but maybe there's a company out there that wants to offer Justice Haynes, just like Loom Juice, maybe, hey, you want to be a part stakeholder in whatever and come back to Michigan. I'm down with that because number one, it sets you up after college. It sets you up after NFL because now you're the owner of multiple companies or the part owner of multiple companies. So he's becoming an entrepreneur. He's not even graduated yet. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So I do see that as being a path But as far as straight up cash, hell no. Respectfully, love Haynes.
I love
we've
Haynes.
got Jordan Marshall. We've got Hyder coming in. And we
Right.
still will have Kudzdahl. We still will have
And
Micah,
Parker,
hopefully, and
Jasper. We'll say Jasper Parker.
and Jasper. And we're going to have a combo of those people.
Well, let me also say this.
We're going to be fine.
Let me say this. I'd have zero issue bringing Justice Haynes back. If you were spending money everywhere else, okay, let's have them all. If you want to have the approach of let's get them all, then absolutely go get Justice Haynes. If you want to have the approach, you know what, I'm going to get me some dog wide receivers. I'm going to get me some dog defensive linemen. I'm going to get a lockdown corner. I'm going to get a punter who kicks the fuck out of that ball. Then yes, fine. If you want to, but I'm not sure Sean McGee's going to have that mentality, bro. I think we will get an elite player or two. I do think we will. But then I think Sean McGee's going to moneyball this shit like he tried to do last year. I really do think that will happen. Now, I will say, listen, where it is, we're going to be aggressive. But they said that last year because here's what happens with Sean McGee. And we just got a taste of it on signing day, okay? The buzz was Sean McGee was unwilling to initially match or counter the offers of Stanford and Virginia Tech, right? For Travis Johnson and Zion Robinson. Now, obviously, he was willing to counter Virginia Tech. Word is the night of signing day, he did counter Stanford, but he reached out to Brady Marchese and it worked out. But there was legitimate talk about Sean McGee not wanting to go above his budget. He has a budget that he sets an NFL model cap. This is very known. He's very cost conscious. And the reason being is because he has 3 budgets to budget. He has his recruiting budget, he has his portal budget, and he has his player retention budget. And he has a set number that he doesn't want to go above because he doesn't want to. And I've read this from the collectives. They've said this. You don't want to keep knocking on the donors' doors. Like, you don't want to over extend your welcome, right? That said, the word is there's plenty of resources. There's plenty of money. And Sean McGee's a bit stubborn in that area. And Sean McGee's got to adapt a little bit, I think. And we'll see. Now, maybe, because here's what happened. Here's what happened last portal, John. The price points got too high for Sean McGee, so he backed off on a lot of guys. Now, and like, for example, Sean McGee, and now I'm going to fight with myself because I fully agreed with Sean McGee's approach last year in the sense of left tackle. We were looking at left tackles. Sean McGee did not want to spend $1 million on an average left tackle when you can get a 5-star for $1 million out of high school. Now, granted, unproven still needs to develop, but you are investing in an elite level player versus an average fucking player. That's where we are. That's where we are in this NIL era where average players are getting, portal players who are above average are getting like elite high school recruit level money. I heard that, remember when we lost the quarterback to Minnesota? What was his name? He was like a redhead. Do you remember, John? Minnesota paid him $1 million fucking dollars, bro. $1 million fucking dollars for a kid who actually we could find out. We just look up Minnesota stats. I think he came from Maryland or Rutgers or some shit. Minnesota Gophers. Someone probably knows in the chat. I'm looking though.
Yeah, someone's gonna pop it.
I'll
Billy
have
Edwards.
Billy Edwards. Billy fucking Edwards, bro. What a name, by the way. Billy Edwards, bro. Was it Billy? Yeah, it was Billy Edwards. So it wasn't last year. When did Billy Edwards play? Let me just get his stats though. Sorry for the delay. I'm just typing away.
He transferred to Wisconsin in 25.
That's what it was. Then it was Wisconsin. I went to Minnesota. That's my beat. Okay, Billy Edwards, boys. Billy Edwards from Maryland. That's why I was right. It was Maryland. $1 million fucking dollars. Want to hear his stats? 7 completions, 16 attempts, 43% completion percentage for 113 yards, no touchdowns. For $1 million. That's where the portal is. And that's where Sean McGee's trying to be. So, listen, I can respect it to an extent.
Yeah.
But I agree. But when you have somebody who's a talent, Yeah, Wisconsin, Minnesota, they're northern. They're up there. Who gives a shit? They suck, right?
Mid teams.
Yeah. Mid as fuck. Exactly. Our boys know. But dude, like it's so listen, I can understand not wanting you don't listen. Sean McGee appears to not want buyer's remorse. Okay. I can respect that to an extent. But I'm concerned that he's too conservative at times. And so my concern is this overall as a program. Let's bring it all. Let's bring it together 360. My concern is Sherrone Moore has blind spots, not stubbornness. And my concern is Sean McGee has a conservative nature to his approach that I think can get them both fired. That's what I'm observing personally.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree that we have to be careful in the portal. I agree that it doesn't make sense to pay somebody who hasn't really proven anything $1 million, $2 million, in some cases $4 million. I've heard some of these not even that great players are getting. And so, like, we got to be careful. But there are diamonds in the rough. There are players that I mean, Nick Marsh would be I know would be an instant game changer. So yeah, I do remember the trail here. Yeah,
exactly. Like if you know you got a difference maker, get him.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
get him.
And Nick Marsh is a difference maker in my.
Nick Marsh should do a lot to this offense.
Imagine the offense with Marshes at X and at Z.
Yep.
And an improved line.
And Travis Johnson at the Y, or
Travis Johnson or whoever. Channing Goodwin.
Marsh to the Y.
Maybe Channing Goodwin keeps his job at slot. Whatever. Like, we'll see. I mean, we'll see a competition.
I'll bet you 100 he won't. Fucking, I know you love you some Goodwin, but I don't have faith. Fucking, but get a tight end, please, because I'm getting concerned about the lack of talk I'm hearing about their interest in tight end in the portal. Getting a little concerned. We need a tight end. I can't count on. I mean, Zach Marshall. I will give you this. Zach Marshall, which that actually would be hilarious if it was Zach Marshall, because we have Jordan Marshall, Zach Marshall, Andrew Marsh, possibly Nick Marsh. Zach Marshall did look like he wanted that shit. Zach Marshall, out of all of our tight ends, looked like he was trying to take the job, and I'll give him that. Maybe he develops 100%. More offseason. He's ready, maybe, but I don't know, man.
I believe he's gonna play, and I believe he's gonna be maybe even the starter, like because what he did in the Washington game was legit. And we really didn't see production like that from a tight end other than Klein in the first game. Like, we really didn't see a lot of tight end production this year, except Klein in the first game and Zach Marshall against Washington. I do believe, Olesh, another one.
Dude, come. All right, you know what? I actually.
Oh.
Get Olish to Michigan. Okay? Get Olish, although now they got fucking Matt Campbell, sons of bitches. But,
he's probably going with Frames to beat Tech.
We'll see. I don't. Yeah, I mean, who knows?
His dad loves him some Franklin.
Well, he loves Penn State and Frames, but I don't know.
And I wear Frames. So I can call him that. Ha! I also would. Somebody mentioned Jordan Shipp. Love that idea. Obviously, North Carolina had a very struggling offense this year because they decided to name Freddie Kitchens the offensive coordinator. What the hell was that? So Jordan Shipp didn't really get.
Or was it Bill Belichick? Yeah, Jordan Shipp would be dope. I'd be okay with Jordan Shipp.
He had flashes even in that terrible offense. I think you give him a look too, because remember, Shipp was very highly recruited by us in going after the Providence Day players like Channing Goodwin and Jaden Davis.
And for reference, Jordan Shipp had 60 receptions, 671 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
Not bad in that offense. That's pretty good in that offense.
Yeah, if we can get 3 600-yard receivers, I think we'd be happy.
Yeah. I would love that. And just anybody who seems like they're going to immediately elevate things because we need game players.
We need impact players for next season. If they, I don't know. I'm ready for the portal to begin. I want to see how this goes.
I'm ready too. Let's. We are going to be covering every second of it here on Michigan Wolverines Live and on Michigan Wolverines Call-In Show Live and on our videos. So subscribe if you haven't already and hit that bell. Not That Kind of Doctor. Even though we've disagreed a little bit today with Not That Kind of Doctor, Not That Kind of Doctor just became a leaders and best member.
Because we're here for discussion and we love football and we love Michigan. That's why.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Earl Westway with the 5. We have a bunch of great recruiting coordinators with a coaching title. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the only
Alford is an exception.
The only coaches that I feel really good about in terms of like player development is Tony Alford.
Yeah.
People are gonna hate me for this one. Brian Jean-Marie. I think Brian Jean-Marie's done an excellent job with the linebackers. I know recruiting is more to be desired.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I have a feeling I'm starting to believe he doesn't have the resources the other position coaches have. I'm starting to really believe that. I don't think Brian Jean-Marie is that bad of a recruiter. He used to be an ace. He used to be a whale hunter. He was the director of recruiting at Texas. Like he knows about, and did anyone see Ed Ogeron's podcast with Bustin' with the Boys?
Oh, and he's talking about paying the players behind the door instead of in front. And now they pay in front of. They go in the front door instead of in the back door.
Instead of the back door, they go in the front door. Yep. Mm-hmm. Brian Jean-Marie was, at Texas. They were playing ball, right? So I mean, it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a resource problem because here's why: the players that they've been in on, like the Nick Abrams of the world. They show interest in Michigan, but then they cool off, and it ain't because they don't like Michigan. It's because Michigan's not offering what the other schools are offering.
I don't want to go down a huge tirade here, but I do think it's awfully hilarious that schools that were actually cheating for like 30 years and paying players, the SEC and Ohio State, then came after Michigan for somebody's mom taking cell phone video on the sidelines. I think that's pretty hilarious.
I made a post about that exact thing today.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Like there was a post by where is it? Where is it? Right here by Landon Tangwell.
These folks were actually cheating for like 30 years. He
says, a huge reason the Big Ten has closed the gap in recent years. There was really only one team in the Big Ten who was paying players before NIL.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Who. Well, I'll tell you this: if you watched our show since I've been on, I mean, I'm sure John, maybe you've touched on it, but dude, that's the dirtiest open fucking secret. Ohio State's been playing, which I'm not mad at them for doing that, but what annoys me is they call us fucking cheaters and they want to act like buying elite talent is not to affect the outcome of in-game results. Far greater impact than fucking signs, you fucking low IQ inbreds, bro. Shut the fuck up. I swear to God, bro. Like that sign shit to me, it's a qualifier for me. If you want to argue signs are cheating, I feel sorry for you. That's just what I feel sorry for you because you have an inability to be objective and you're falling for the fucking trap of tribalism. That's a shame, bro. Good luck.
In any event, thank you to Danny Davis, also leaders and best tier of membership. Really appreciate it. Hit that refresh button because guess what? You're going to enjoy some really fun emojis. Bluebeard, Queen Jolene's man. Oh, Larry Ellison got the deal. Bought Warner Brothers for $108.
Is it officially official?
Billion? Is it? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I know there's been some. I've been monitoring it loosely. I don't like it, by the way. I don't like this monopolization of industries. I really don't like that for the betterment of society. We don't gotta go down that road, but I just don't love it.
I don't know if it's done.
Yeah, I don't see it like confirmed it's done. That might be what they're offering. I did read that they have the most aggressive offer right now. Yeah. I'm not big into the whole monopolization of industries. I think that's not good for anybody.
Kentucky Wolverine also said, if we bring back Haynes, will Jordan Marshall enter the portal? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. It just means we run it back with, in my opinion, one of the best running back duos in America.
Trios.
And then you got Hyder, because now it's a trio.
It's a trio. Maybe one of them can play wide receiver, John. Isn't it funny? See, you know what's funny? Is Michigan clearly shows the ability to spend whatever is necessary for certain positions. I'm telling you, this is real. I'm telling you, the more I think about how this is, they're willing to spend whatever they need to at quarterback. Like Peter Bork joined because Michigan was aggressive. He wasn't coming to Michigan initially, okay? Just like Underwood. And he's going to be a part of your 27 class. And then fucking look at the running backs. Never a problem. Justice Haynes, Savion Hyder, Jordan Marshall. We're going to bring Haynes back. How about a fucking linebacker? How about a fucking edge who's a dog? Okay? You know, like, I just don't understand. You know, like, I don't know. It's linebacker. Clearly, they don't have the same resource pool there.
Haynes is the man. I would love to see them both come back.
Me too.
I would love it.
Me too. But I feel like we're operating with a budget.
We have needs. We have deeper needs elsewhere. Running back is good. I'm happy. And y'all know that I don't say I'm happy with a position group very easily. I'm happy with the running backs. I think it's a good group. With Marshall and with Hyder, we're good. So Haynes would be a huge bonus. I will say that. Okay, our last topic tonight, we do want to, now that it's the off season, we are going to continue to look for sponsors. Check out sponsorships at vocfb.com, or just DM us if you have a business, a product, a service, or a personal brand, and you want us to promote it on air. We'll talk about how a sponsorship can benefit you.
Sorry.
You're good. Michigan.
Hold on. Before we get there, can I respond to this comment?
Sure, go ahead.
Keegan says, we did just get a 5-star. I mean, in the portal. I mean, I'm not talking recruiting. Although linebacker, I am talking recruiting, but I'm saying, I don't know. We'll see what they do in the portal. I mean, listen, they haven't done it yet, so I guess there's no reason to, stress concerns, because until we see the result, we'll wait and see. We're in observation mode. We'll find out how they attack this offseason. The lack of coaching movement has me PTSD in this situation right now.
I'm with you. Let's also just thank you to Don. I hit the like button and it didn't hurt at all. So that's a ringing endorsement right there. Takes a second. Might as well.
It's an exercise. You're burning calories. Move your finger. It's got to be at least a quarter of a calorie. That counts.
It's science.
Maybe half a calorie. Maybe, probably not. Maybe a quarter. Probably like an eighth, but it still counts.
Boom. Okay, folks, let's talk about it. The Cheez-It Bowl. To be clear, the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. So we are going to be playing. It's very exciting. The University of Texas in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. So it's going to be happening at 3 p.m. Eastern as kickoff, Orlando, Florida, on New Year's Eve. So here's my question. What are we going to see in this game? Who's going to sit? Who's not going to sit? And most importantly, is Sherrone Moore going to let Chip call the offense the way he wants to call the offense? I think that's the biggest determination. Do we see what we saw against Maryland, where I believe Chip was at least mostly responsible for that offense in that game? Or does he turtle up again? Hey, Kudsdal had one really good run. Let's just shut it down. Let's just pound the rock over and over and over and over again. I'm hoping it's the first and not the second.
I think I do think Michigan's going to play with we have nothing to lose mentality, and I think they're gonna play aggressive. Now just from Sherrone Moore's comments, it seems like that, I think he said he doesn't intend a lot of players to sit out at all. But I do think, I think Michigan's going to, listen, they were ready for last year's bowl game. I'm going to give Sherrone the benefit of the doubt here, and listen. I do think he can get the boys ready. It's going to be interesting. Is Texas going to be? Are they going to find themselves in a similar position as Alabama, where they feel they should be in the? They had higher, let's say, aspirations to start the year, right? Well, they're in the Cheez-It Bowl, boys, with us. And now, granted, this is probably like the top bowl game outside of the playoffs, but I feel like a lot of Texas players might not be as motivated for this game, and I'm hoping Michigan uses it because we're young, man. This is a great opportunity to get, like, to Sherrone Moore's point, more practices, game reps. And you know what's all right? Damn it! You know what else Sherrone said that is like again frustrating me?
What's that?
He goes, "This is an opportunity to get our players reps and our coaches." Fucking shit.
Oh,
coaches
I hate
should
that.
have reps. Sherrone, your coaches.
Hate that so much.
This is fucking Michigan, Sherrone.
Oh,
this is not Eastern Michigan, Sherrone. Coaches
that sounded
reps.
like okay. Everybody who took issue with me saying MAC level staff, that comment right there just confirmed MAC level with a comment like the coaches need reps too. That's blowing.
Why do the coaches need reps in the 13th game of the fucking season, man?
Yikes.
Hoping for the best, man. Hoping for the best. All right.
Maybe he meant Kerry Coombs because he's new.
Sure.
Maybe.
All right. That's what it was.
Good Lord.
Kerry Coombs.
Because he's new.
Yeah.
That's the very positive. Man.
Yeah, I know. All right. Listen, here's the deal. We have talent. We got a lot of young talent. Let's see. I'll say this, though. I'm glad Michigan didn't do the Notre Dame bitch ass approach where they decide to not do a bowl game. I'm very happy Michigan is doing a bowl game. I love that we get extra practices. I love that we have another game to look forward to. I don't even care, dude. Like, even though I'm frustrated with certain things of the program, I cannot wait to watch them play this game. I don't know what I expect this game. Texas is clearly a good program with talent, but you know what? It's a good test, and I'm actually pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it really depends on which Michigan we see and which Texas we see. Last bowl game, we had a situation where Alabama was disappointed that they didn't make the playoff, and they were in this ReliaQuest Bowl, and I don't think they gave it their all. And meanwhile, Michigan, they had nothing to lose. They played like they had nothing to lose. Jordan Marshall, that was his breakout game, his debut game as RB1. So I could see a similar. I actually feel cautiously optimistic about this one, and not because I think the coaching staff's amazing. I feel cautiously optimistic because I think we might catch Texas sleeping because they wanted to be in the playoff.
Maybe, but I'll say this: it's fun to see Arch Manning and Underwood go at it. Right? You got these two, marquee names in college football, especially young quarterbacks. Well, I guess Arch isn't really that young; he's just not as experienced. Well, I mean, in terms of playing time, but yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be fun, man. Listen, I'll tell you this: it gives us another data point. It gives us another data point to see if Sherrone can be the guy. Because I'll tell you this right now, I know this game is meaningless, but if we come out and we look like fucking shit, bro, or if the team's not ready, I'm going in, dude. I'm going in because, like, I am concerned, bro. Like, I'm giving it optimism, but like, I'm just concerned about the program. Because, like, to what we discussed this show, Sherrone acts like he's operating with time. It looks like there's some blind spots. And I don't know if he's playing with an urgency yet. Now, I will say, too early to draw conclusions. These are just observations at the present time. And at the end of the portal, at the end of the second coaching cycle, we'll know a lot more. So we'll go from there. Johnny Olden, are you going to the game, bro? Let us know. Johnny Olden lives
Yeah.
down there.
Oh, sick. All right. Yeah,
Bro,
let us know if you're going.
There's a part of me that wants to go to this game, but I don't know. I don't know.
Sunny
Hey,
listen, Florida in December is great.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is, bro.
It's honestly the dream. Like, that was my favorite. Living in Florida for 4 years, my favorite part was like November, December, January. It was fucking money.
It'd be dope if there was another monsoon.
That would be sick.
That'd be dope.
Tickets apparently aren't that bad. So yeah, I guess we'll find out. I do not plan to go. I have a lot of travel, and
if I was down there, I would go. Only $110. I would so go, bro.
Yeah, if I lived there, I'd go. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd so go. I mean, dude, what I would love to do is road trip that shit. I would love. Oh my god, Matt Miller lives in Ohio too. This would be a great opportunity to do such a thing. I don't know.
Dang.
I don't know.
Road trip from Michigan. That'd be like, my god, that would be like.
It's I think it's 17 hours.
You'd have to go. Yeah,
that's a good fucking time, bro. I love road trips, man. Like, I'll tell you right now, one of the best road trips I've ever done. So I lived in Denver for a minute.
Yeah.
Denver to Michigan, it's a great time, dude. Iowa 80, dude. You just cruising. Now, I do things to make it fun, which I won't discuss on air, but I will say this though. You get to fucking Iowa and Nebraska, bro. Turn on those cattle auctions. All right, that's a good fucking time. You know what a cattle auction is? Dude, it's where they're literally auctioning cattle on the radio. It is hilarious.
Oh, all right.
It will literally entertain you for an hour or two.
The more you know. There it is. Anyway, yeah, I do think it's very much a question mark, because both Arch Manning and Bryce Underwood were extremely hyped coming into the year, and I think it's fair to say both underperformed the hype. More understandable for Bryce because he literally just turned 18. Less understandable for Arch because he got to sit for 2 years under Quinn Ewers. He should have been ready. I was so my heart sank when Ohio State beat Texas, because I thought Texas was going to stomp them. I really did. I thought they were going to get revenge. And when I saw Arch do what he did, and he improved through the season, but I don't know, man. I for whatever reason, I just feel kind of good about this game for Michigan. So we'll find out.
Yeah, I think listen, I'll say it's fun. It's a fun game, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I think this is fun. And I know people are, oh, these bowl games are meaningless. I don't give a shit. I love this shit, dude. Like, I love it, man. Because guess what? After this game, we have 8 months until fall camp.
Yeah, we got to enjoy this game.
That's a long time. All right.
Last football game for a while for us. So we got to embrace it.
Yeah.
Feel the cheesiest.
Yeah. I will. What fuck was there was a comment. Hey, before we end the show though, we should discuss the Big Ten championship.
Okay. Yeah, and we do have some. We got some more. Yeah, we got some supers, and I've started a couple things too. Ross has lost 18 pounds since hitting the like button, or while hitting the like button.
See?
So there you go, right there. Real exercise.
Ozempic when you have the Michigan Wolverines live and you can hit the like button. Shit matters. And actually, our boy, we got another one, I think, from our guy. Oh shit, maybe we'll see. I'll tell you. I'd consider it the week of the game or leading up to the game. We'll see where we are.
Yeah, Buckeyes battle cry. I sense another bet. Hook 'em. No,
you wouldn't take my bet. You wouldn't take my bet with Indiana and Ohio State. You son of a. I'm just kidding. We never made one. I'm kidding. We didn't make one.
BLJ says Devin Gardner and Jake Butt broke down how they're. I wanted to focus on this. How they were open receivers and Bryce didn't hit them. Yeah. Two things can be true at the same time. This is what people don't understand. Two things can be true at the same time. Bryce missed open receivers, and Sherrone Moore turtled the fuck up and ran 12-13 personnel, did not run Chip Lindsey's offense in its full form, pounded the rock. See, here's the thing. I genuinely believe. So Bryce missed only 2 RPOs early in the game. He missed 2. Right? Like he did overall, in my opinion, like it could have been worse, it could have been better, but like by shutting the pass down, You remove, it's a psychological thing. You're removing confidence. So yes, I agree with Gardner and Butt that he missed guys, but then like you gotta, like, we went with Bryce. We decided we're gonna roll with Bryce. And then we decide not to actually use Bryce. There could have been more QB counters. There could have been more RPO action. There could have been more read option. There could have been a lot of things. Where was the bootleg? Where was the PA bootleg? Where was it? Wasn't existing.
Look,
so there were a lot that wasn't there in that game.
When you have players saying we practice all week, we didn't run.
Boom. There it is. They practiced all week, and we have multiple insiders, right, who are saying that the game plan that they practiced got thrown out the window because Jordan Marshall ran a good run.
And it's not the first time.
No. OU. Remember OU?
Yeah, I know. Listen, man, I'm just watching our coaches who need reps. That's all.
Yeah, the coaches need reps. That
coaches
says it all, man.
Coaches need reps.
Say it all.
Need reps. We need reps.
Mac level.
Boys need reps.
I think you starred this one.
Yeah, it's a coward. Break it in.
DMD. Okay, I love this one for a couple of reasons.
I do too. I love it too, man.
Because let's have a real discussion.
I love counter perspective. Bring it.
I love it. First of all, thank you for the 5. Second of all, here's the full super chat. Did we go 3-9 or 9-3 this year? Freshman quarterback, 5 other freshmen on offense, youngest roster in the Big Ten. Gents can be positive. So much doom and gloom. Go blue. Go blue DMD.
It's fair. I mean, listen, I'll say this. Look, I want to be positive. I'm definitely not on we're falling off a cliff type shit. Okay. I'm not there. But man, there's just red flags. There is, listen, I'm not saying there's not reasons for optimism. I'm not saying there's not positive things. I'm not saying the team cannot grow this offseason and be better next year. They fully can. Like, I really hope that Sherrone takes another leap and the players take that leap, and we as we naturally should, being a young team, we should take a natural leap next year and automatically be better. That said, there's just so many things that are happening behind the scenes or even in front of our fucking faces, like timeout calls with 2 seconds before a 2-minute warning, that is giving me concern. And to John's point earlier, Sherrone is operating as though he has time, and I'm worried next year might not meet our expectations as a fan base. I'm not saying that will happen, by the way. I'm just putting the potential scenario out there that, okay, let's say potentially next year doesn't meet our expectations. I'm worried about the fucking AD doing what needs to be done. We have some complacent fucking people in certain places. Like Sherrone seems a bit complacent, like
Ward thinks he's God's gift to athletic. Okay. The reason Ward looks so good is because Michigan had the worst athletic director in the history of sports named Dave Brandon. Remember him? That's why Ward looks halfway decent in comparison to Dave Brandon, who destroyed multiple businesses, Toys R Us. Yeah.
Let's not confuse the success of Michigan leading in Big Ten championships and fucking now I'm arguing myself. The Dusty May hire was a great move by Ward Manuel, though.
Sure. And Beeline helped a lot with that.
If we look at like the current performances of the hockey team, the basketball team, and the women's basketball team, that has a lot more to do with our donors than it does our athletic director.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Our athletic director.
I'm not saying fire Maury or fire Ward at this. This isn't me saying fire Ward. I'm simply saying
I'll say fire Ward. I'm happy to say fire Ward.
I'm concerned that he is complacent. I'm aware that he wasn't going to fire Juwan Howard until that shit with the strength and conditioning coach. Was it Scott Anderson? I believe is his name. Something.
So, yeah,
I could be wrong. It's something like that. Because that shit became public, he had no fucking choice. And his NIL comment. Although you committed NIL to Dusty May, the next coach you hired, whatever. It doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. I don't know. We'll see, man. Listen, it's not doom and gloom. It's not doom and gloom. It's just DMD. You don't have to super chat us. What's your confidence level in Sherrone Moore? I'm just curious. And I'm not gonna. If you said 10, I'm not mad at you. I'm just curious your position. That's all.
Yeah. And to your point, we didn't go 3-9, right? I agree. We beat teams like Northwestern. We beat teams like Purdue. Don't. We beat teams that like 4-8 Wisconsin. Whoa!
Let's do this, John. Let's go one by one. Let's go one by one. The teams we beat. Okay. New Mexico 9. Oh, what the fuck? Oh shit!
That might be one of the best. That might be one of the best wins.
9-3. Yeah, they were actually pretty good. 9-3.
Pretty good.
Then we played Central Michigan, who was 7-5 in the MAC. Then we played Nebraska. You know, Nebraska who just got whooped by Iowa. They let fucking Iowa.
Yeah.
Put fucking, what was it, 40 on them? Hopefully Minnie's not watching. She might have a hard time with that.
5 yes. They went 7 and that's not the worst win. It's an okay win, especially because it was at their house. I get it. That one's
Wisconsin went 4-8. 4-8, boys. 4-8, and we were 24-10 on them. Okay. Then we had what we saw what happened with USC. Washington was a good win. We'll give credit where to Washington.
Good win.
Very good. Hey, guess what? We beat the 4-8 Spartans. You know, they fired their fucking coach.
Coach.
Guess what? We had a close game against fucking 2-10 Purdue.
0-9 in the Big
21-16, 2-10 Purdue. Exciting. Okay, then we had Northwestern, right? Big bad 5 or 6-6 Northwestern. Okay.
Needed a last second kick to win that one.
We won by fucking 2. Then we had Maryland. Again, not dooming and glooming, just calling it how we see it, right? Then we had 4-8 Maryland. Now, listen, we played pretty good that game. We played pretty good that game, but we beat 4-8. We beat nobody good. Respectfully.
Yeah.
I want to be optimistic too, but I just can't lie to not one myself. I will never lie to myself. 2, you guys, and so me 1, you 2. But I just so you know, I would never lie to me. So if I'm not gonna lie to me, I'm not lying to you. That's all. Listen, I'm hard as fuck on myself. Okay, like I am critical. Like every day, I'll give you an example. I lost a customer today. That pisses me the fuck off. You want to know what happened? Because our phone call on Sunday, I didn't say what I needed to say in terms of what I should have said to him. And I lost them today. I fucking hate that. I hate losing customers. I hate fucking up. I hate failing. Now, again, it happens. These are opportunities to learn and grow, bro.
There are lessons in everything.
Next play mentality. I tell myself that all the time. My business partner I'm with, listen, I made a $20,000 mistake this year, boys. Discuss that shit. That shit fucked me up for weeks. Next play.
But you learn.
Next play. That's just what it is.
Yeah. On to the next one, right? Yeah. I just here's the thing. I'm never turning in my Michigan card. Maize and blue till I die. I loved Ann Arbor. I went there. I've been back a bunch of times. We got Jim Harbaugh and JJ McCarthy over there. We got a national championship plaque over here. However, I will never apologize for having strong opinions. I will never apologize for telling the truth about what I see, what we see. No apologies. Now, if we cross the line a little bit, like I did apologize about the soft ass bitches comment. If any player was offend, like I don't want players to get discouraged. Okay. Yeah. But overall, I'm not going to apologize for having strong opinions and thinking that our coaching staff isn't cutting the mustard. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But there are shows, and again, I'm not aiming this at you, DMD, but there are some commenters who just always are saying, "Hey, why are you like?" There are plenty of shows that will do what you want. There are plenty of channels that you can go to on the internet that will give you the content that you're looking for of cheerleading 24/7.
But let's also qualify and say you don't have to agree with us. We embrace counter opinions. So like if you feel we're wrong, that's okay. Thursday you can debate me all, and I'm here for it. So listen, everyone has right to their opinion. Listen, at the end of the day, the results on the field are going to tell who's right, who's wrong. I took a hard L this year on my Matt Patricia take. Live and learn.
Yeah.
Fucking son of a bitch was good. Fucker was good.
What would be so awesome is if Sherrone Moore and the staff, they just ball out next year. Yeah. Outdo all expectations, go like 11-1. I will be so fucking thrilled to be wrong about this. Yeah. Like, you guys don't even know. Like, you guys think like there are, not you guys, but like there's like 3 or 4 people who are like, you guys, like, you want the team to not be successful. Here's the thing. I will be over the moon happy. And I have been on this show especially in 2023 when things were going well. Remember when we beat Ohio State in 2024? That was a pretty happy episode. Remember that? So remember Bryce Underwood coming to Michigan? That was a pretty happy episode. So all I'm saying is when good things happen, we're going to celebrate them. And we're going to celebrate them together as a community. But we're also going to, we're never going to stop pointing out when we see flaws. Like, this is not an elite coaching staff. I'm sorry.
From our opinion, right? Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. Listen, next year they could prove us, and like to Michiganers. Exactly. Michigander was on my ass all offseason about that offensive line, man. And he saw what I was talking about as the season went on. But we all take L's, man. Some are more right than others, though.
Exactly. So anyway, let's see. I know we want to touch on Big Ten Championship, but let's hit these last 2 that we got here. So DMD did respond. He has been a member. Thank you for 8 months. That's awesome membership. Sherrone Moore is a 7, but we got to let him grow. He recruits better than Jim. What do you rank him on that?
Yeah. No, for sure recruits better than Jim. I
9? I'll say
Sherrone.
9.
I love Sherrone's approach with recruiting. So I'm probably at a 9 too. I'm very satisfied in that regard.
Yeah.
He's a great recruiter. He's a great offensive line coach. No, my concern is the fucking timeout the clock management, the in-game management, the player identification, the personnel challenges he has. I mean, those the coaching ability is my concern, and I don't mean the O-line coaching. I mean the head coaching ability. He is learning. He may very well take a leap. He may very well figure it out. It's possible. I'm not saying that's not on the table. It's on the table.
Here would be, I think, the dream scenario with the current staff is that Sherrone Moore focuses any energy where he wants to focus extra energy aside from just being the CEO. He could help the O-line. Okay? Here's why. He has run some incredibly impressive O-lines. Because everybody thought after Warner that the O-line was going to take a tumble. And instead, Sherrone Moore not only stabilized it, but he made them better. He made them better. And so I think the dream scenario is Sherrone Moore no longer focuses on calling the plays or the play designs or designing like what Chip's going to call, but he just focuses on head coach, CEO, program. If he has extra time he wants to dedicate, O-line. That's my dream scenario.
I agree.
And then I think you're in a better position.
Let Chip be Chip. Let Chip be Chip. That's how I feel.
Yep. Bluebeard. Let's see.
I love conspiracy.
Sorry. We had one other one before that. This is no. We're gonna. Yeah, rumors going around. Bryce is transferring. No.
And let's All right, I'm not.
Respectfully.
Let's not just disregard this chat. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you,
Thank you for the two.
I'm extreme. No, but I mean, like, I'm extremely confident he's not. And that's not just like, no, it's not gonna happen. We're Michigan fans. No. I'm just saying, like, legitimately, I do not see this happening. There's not buzz there's nothing I've heard. There's nothing I've received text or in a group, fucking DM group that I'm in. There's nothing I've heard, and we don't see it on any of the boards with respected insiders. Like, now, granted, sometimes they play, they tried, sometimes they're careful with information they share, but I don't believe that is accurate. I'll just say that personally, and it's not, again, because I'm a Michigan fan and I would hate to see it. I really just don't think there's truth to that.
Bluebeard, I have a conspiracy. Tony Alford, Herb Street, now Kerry Combs. Do we have? Here we go again with the Dom comment.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dom.
Yeah.
Dom see this because he
do we
the
have
same thing.
a rat on campus? Ohio State this year, because I'm no longer saying just Ohio. They beat us. Ohio State this year looks a lot like Michigan has in the past. I don't think Tony Alford or our number 6 quarterback, Chase Herbstreit, is feeding intel to the Buckeye. I think that's outrageous.
I do not think so.
Respectfully, thank you for the 5.
I personally don't believe in this thought. I am aware there is a portion. I mean, a small portion of the fan base who thinks there's a chance, like our guy here, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. I don't. I will say there was one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's as far as I'll go for now.
Mm-hmm. We got Marmar. Marmar's been a member for 10, count them, 10 months. Does Kerry Combs help Sherrone be a better coach and bring something new to the defensive approach? I think the answer, I will say the answer could be yes. I think we're in wait and see mode.
Well, I mean, listen, he helps Sherrone more in the recruiting aspect for sure. I mean, dude, the connections, Kerry Combs, he's a whale hunter, boys, a whale hunter. Like, he is a top 100 go-getter. I mean, he's a big time presence in that spectrum. Regarding his defensive, I don't know. I think he's more or less I think his value is going to be added in the player developmental side on the DB component. Special teams, though, boys, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not believe this is a value added addition. But one would argue, I'm sure there's somebody yelling at me right now, well, he did good under Urban Meyer with special teams. He did. Very fair, but I will just simply say, if you look at Cincinnati's numbers from his first year to his last year, there was serious regression.
Also, Urban Meyer was heavily involved in coaching his special teams, personally. So we also need to remember that.
I don't know. I really don't even know that. I don't even know if that's. I don't know. Maybe I'll take your word for it. I don't know.
Yeah. You if you check, and I actually think we had a Buckeye or two comment about that earlier, that Urban Meyer personally helped coach special teams himself, and he took pride in that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
How much? Yeah.
Notre Dame in the 90s, he was also special teams coach. So yeah, for sure, he definitely had a hand on it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, but look, I don't think it can hurt. I actually don't think it can hurt. And I don't think that Wait, I'm pretty sure we just had the worst special teams coach we've ever had. And so by definition, I think Kerry Combs is an improvement.
But this is my concern. Cincinnati's numbers are actually worse than Michigan's. I don't know. We'll see. Let's let it go. We'll let it go. Maybe I'm just worrying about some dumb shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like nowhere to go but up. But let's tackle for a couple of minutes. Let's enjoy this. Indiana on a legendary run, going from 3-9 2 years ago to 11 wins in 2024. Now undefeated, Big Ten champions, defeating number 1 Ohio State 13-10. How about that? Congratulations, Indiana. What did you think about that one? What did you see that kind of reminded you of little bit of deja vu from last year, maybe?
Okay, so I was looking for something I'm going to play in a minute, but all right, you know what I love? I love watching a game that is not my team, but that I'm invested. I love it. I'm like all in. Like I really enjoy. That was a good game. Like just all right. Listen, fuck Ohio State, but regardless of my hatred to them, that was just a good game. Period. It was a fun watch. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed it. Now that said, I loved how Indiana approached that game. Dude. I'll be real with you. Ohio State is clearly the more not clearly is not the right word. Is the more talented team. Okay. That said, Indiana did exactly what I thought they could do, which was play good fucking football and win. I thought it was possible they could win. Ask Garrison, because Garrison called me on the fucking phone, and Juju might have been on the line with us. I'm not sure, but Garrison called me on the fucking phone. Was like, "Hey, do you really think Indiana's going to beat us in the Big Ten?" I said, "Yeah, I do. I actually do think they can beat you guys." And I'm telling you right now, dude, like Kurt Signetti, and that's exactly what I want to fucking play. By the way, John, and I know, listen, how we talked about. You know how we talked about, sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong. Yeah, boy was early on the Kurt Signetti train, and I was praising Kurt Signetti. I was praising Kurt Signetti. Ask Maniac. Maniac will tell you. Johnny Olden, they know. I was praising Kurt Signetti early last year in season, and I said, "Oh, they got one. This dude, he's like, I can see it. I can see how this team's playing. I see his demeanor. I see his fucking approach. Like." He's a coach I would want to play for. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's cocky. He's da 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 da." Listen, but that's the type of coaches I like. I like the coaches where it's us versus you. Fuck you. We're going to war. That's the type of coaches I like playing for.
That's why I like Dan Lanning too. He might be a nut. He might
even
be.
Brett Bielema. People don't like Brett Bielema,
but I love him.
Sniffles, John? Do you got the sniffles? Yeah, fucking. But like right here, man, like this line right fucking here 2 years ago.
When it comes to that culture you were just talking about, meshing the recruits you're getting and some of the guys you kept, where does that process start? I mean, what
do you mean? I don't get the question.
Well, when you recruit them, how do you sell your vision of your culture? I mean,
who are you talking about? The high school guys, the transfers, who?
All of the above. I mean, how do you?
It's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
2 years ago.
I remember, and you loved that. I remember you were very happy about that one.
I love people who call their shot and back it up. And I actually love people who call their shot, and even if they fail, they still put up, they tried or they fought. It's not fabric. Like that's fucking Kurt Signetti, dude. That's authentic. Like anyone who's like, "Oh, he's cocky or he's arrogant." No. It's belief. It's confidence. There's a difference, man. There's a fucking difference. Like some people, they talk, but they don't even believe what they're fucking saying. But then there's people who have a belief in what they're saying. Now, whether it's come to fruition or not, that's another thing. But at the same time, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I am hard on Sherrone more. It's because I want to fucking coach like that. I'm not saying it's gotta be Kurt Signetti. I hope it is. I'd love a Kurt Signetti.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Make him the highest paid head coach and bring him here next year. I don't give a shit. But oh, you just signed an extension. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter. But the point is, that's a coach. Because people, I've gotten shit and it's all love. You like Kurt Signetti too much. I've had commenters on our show say that. That's why, because he is the Dusty May of college football. He is a coach who makes his players better. They play above their talent level because they're well coached. They execute well. He's a great strategist. He knows how to CEO his program. This is what Sherrone Moore is learning. Sherrone Moore is learning how to become a CEO, but he is stumbling on the job. And that's the frustrations for me as a Michigan fan, because we should not be a program. We are not here to job train. We are here to fucking win. That's all.
Yeah. Like you look at coaches like this, you look at coaches like Dan Lanning, and even Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart is notorious for being one of the hardest workers ever.
Yeah.
Like he was the only one, according to the price What It Takes to Win, to hang with Saban on Christmas to work.
Yeah.
He was the
Really?
only one who could hang with Saban's work ethic in Saban's entire time coaching.
Yeah.
Like that's what, like, this is the type of mentality, this chip on shoulder, this constant, like, needing to prove yourself, needing to grind. Like I feel complacency in areas of the program. And that's what that's why we go so hard. I feel like, I don't know if we'd go so hard if it's a mentality like a Signetti, a mentality like a Lanning. Maybe even we lose some games, but we lose them by 2 points or something. And play a team like OU, play a team like USC, play a team like Ohio State tough. Like you could tell that they were going all out. Has there been any time in the last 2 seasons you felt, I can count one, that Michigan truly went all out? Like where you really felt it in your gut? One time.
All out. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? All
like
out.
Just full out, like full playbook, full go. Everybody's giving 100%. Ohio State 2024. Ohio State 2024.
Are you saying in the Sherrone Moore era?
Yeah.
Okay. Alabama? I thought they played out their fucking mind.
Yeah. Yeah. You can count out. Two. Alabama. You're right. Monsoon definitely helped them. Let's be real.
They looked fucking elite. That defensive line who was not.
Michigan came out to play. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I want to do, okay. Our guy Buckeye battle cry here. This is the most Ohio State thing ever.
It is.
Okay. Listen, let me tell you something about, listen, and I say this with love and respect. All right. And you took 50 from me, so enjoy.
Same.
and this isn't me giving you shit because you won that bet. But let me just say this, man, from my opinion. Okay. Buckeyes, your fan base, man, you guys cannot, if you don't win, it doesn't matter anymore. If you don't win the game doesn't matter anymore. If you don't win the Big Ten championship since 2019, it doesn't matter anymore. Nothing fucking matters anymore. Only the playoffs now. That's bullshit. And you fucking know it. You guys were so happy to win the game. It does matter. And the Big Ten championship fucking matters. Let's just, like, can we just stop the cope? Can your fan base just own it? Like,
and here's the difference in mentality, TJ, is like when we lost, we said good game. We said, and I was on Menace,
we lost.
And I was on Ohio State at the Voice of College Football, and I made the rounds, and I took my medicine, and I said good game. I said congratulations. You know what I didn't say? It was the weather. It was the signs. It was this. It was that. This game doesn't matter. Of course it fucking matters.
Yeah.
For me, it's a 1-game season, and I view this season as more of a failure because we lost to Ohio State. So yes, I didn't give excuses. We got beat. So why can't Ohio State just say we got beat? Good game, Indiana. Like, I don't understand.
Because you know why? Their fan base cannot accept it's like, why'd they lose to Michigan? Oh, the signs, the fucking signs. You fuckers knew about the signs. Your own coaching staff said we changed our signs in 22 and 23. But they just can't own this shit. Now we're grouping all Buckeyes as a whole. So, like, if this isn't your opinion here, Battle Cry, forgive me. But my point is, like, your fan base has a terrible track record of not owning their shit and denying reality. Because the truth is, and now I'm going to go in just slightly, you beat us, you earned it, and we'll see how you guys do in the playoffs. You may do very well. but your damn fan base consistently has a spoiled brat mentality. You guys are almost like Notre Dame in the sense of, well, if you lose, there has to be a reason other than your own selves. And if you do lose, it doesn't matter anymore. All that matters is playoffs. You're fucking convincing yourselves of this shit because you know why? You're so used to fucking winning. Compliment to you. You're so used to fucking winning. You can't handle loss. It's like a rich kid. Let me give you an example of life, right? Now, granted, I'm not a rich, I'm not a rich kid. I'm not I don't have a trust fund or any of that. Like, wasn't born with a fucking silver spoon. Parents are blue collar, worked hard, all that shit. Fucking look. The Buckeyes are the spoiled kid who never had to fucking struggle, bro. Because it was always good. That's the problem with that fan base. They can't handle adversity as a fan base. They just can't. They have to blame everyone but them. They are the worst. Now, any women watching, please respect. They are the worst traits in a woman. They can't own their fucking shit and they blame everyone but them fucking selves, bro. And now every woman is not like that, but a shitload of you fucking are, and you know it. That's why you girls don't even like each other. But now some of you do. Now some of you women are fine women. Some of you are great women. Some of you are wife material. But you know what I'm talking about. My boys watching now, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, got some right in the chat that are A+.
Yeah, it's just the truth. The Buckeyes have the worst traits, and they just can't. They can't own their own shit. They don't acknowledge it. It is what it is, though. They're our rival. We deal with them.
There's plenty of guys who do that too. And Ryan Day, I can't say third base anymore. And
all credit. No. All right. Well, hey, guess what? That third base shit's done. Ryan Day's done it. Listen. All right. So now let's go the other direction. Ryan Day's built a program. It's sustainable. He's done a great job. He's done a great job of identifying coordinators. Ryan Day's done a great fucking job, dude. Okay. Now, fuck Ryan Day, but he's done a good fucking job. To our guy 343. You're right. This is really a human condition where there are. But if we had a pie chart, women, I would say, are a larger majority. I think more men own their shit. Don't be wrong, though. There are definitely people on both sides of the coin here who do not own their fucking shit. I have friends who don't own their fucking shit. But it's interesting to observe.
Well, how about we look at this? And I'm going to take the super chat out of order just because it's relevant to what we were just talking about. But we got Robert.
Yeah, I said that. I don't mean to group them all.
Yeah.
I do.
Robert has been pointing some stuff out. Take exception, generalize OSU fans. I get it.
The truth is this. We, as a society, so I'm going to go a little 30,000 foot view here.
Snap. All right.
As a society, we do a terrible job of grouping some into a whole. Right? We always group a certain group as if the entire group shares that opinion. I don't disagree. That's why I did try to qualify and say there is, some of you, I try to qualify.
We call them reasonable here at Voice College Football. We say reasonable Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Yes,
for sure. But thank you for $5.
Thank you to Robert. Let's hit some other ones here. So we've got Kentucky Wolverine. Who would be more effective in our offense? Ryan Wingo from Texas, or Michigan State's Marsh? Oof. They'd both be fucking great.
I think Ryan Wingo.
I mean, Wingo is next level. And Wingo, we went after Wingo, if y'all remember.
Yeah.
We went after Wingo hard.
Here's what would be sick about Ryan Wingo. Actually, I think it's Wingo now that I think about it. No to both. Juju, where the fuck you been, bro? I just saw you for the first time. All right, hear me out, Juju, and everybody else. Wingo can also hit 22 miles an hour. You get Brady March. He goes, fuck no, he can't run routes. But all right, so here's my thought on Wingo. Brady Marchese is a fucking speed team who can run routes, by the way. He can run routes. That's what makes him very exciting with his speed. And then you have Ryan Wingo, who's also can hit 22 miles an hour. Guys, 22 miles an hour is like JMO and Gibbs top end speed type shit. Now, granted, they're not, the acceleration might not be equal. I mean, although Wingo runs a 10.55, which is really good. I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm a sucker for speed. I love that shit. But like then you have your Amon Raz who don't run great 40s and they're elite wide receivers who run great routes. So I mean, I don't know. I think I'd go Wingo. I just want more speed in this fucking offense. We have no one who can stretch the field. I guess that's my problem. Is I need I need to be able to stretch the field. We are a basketball school though. Hey, we're at everything school, Juju. Have you seen the hockey team? #1 in the nation. And I know he has because he's been following.
Okay, let's go to Bluebeard again. And this is an interesting question. Should Michigan cupcake their schedule going forward like everyone else seems to do? Or like me, do you think playing better teams should make you better? Me personally, I hate this cupcaking. I hate that people are scheduling like the South Dakota School of the Blind instead of playing like a real non-con, but the system says as long as you get 10 wins, unless you're Notre Dame, you're not in a conference. But for the most part, you get 10 wins, you're probably going to the playoff.
I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion here.
Yeah,
I would schedule an easier non-conference. Because what is the value? You may say, well, you're testing your boys, but the truth is, you're penalizing yourself with that shit. Because a lot of other schools are not. The SEC is not. A lot of schools do not schedule tough non-conferences. So why would we make it harder on ourselves? We are in the second toughest conference in the college football. You know? Now, listen, the football fan in me says, absolutely, I want to see tougher non-cons. But the truth is, like, the way the playoff committee works, it's a death sentence.
yeah.
They don't even make sense.
Imagine Michigan goes 10-2. We're in the playoff. We're in the playoff.
I don't know. Are we? I mean, if we had the easy non-con, I mean, are we sure we're in the fucking playoff? How did
we're at least in the we're at least in the conversation.
We are 100% in the conversation, but we may very well be like a fucking
maybe right outside.
Let me look. All right, so for example, dumbass Notre Dame 10-2 didn't get in. Stupid Notre Dame. Vanderbilt 10-2. Utah 10-2.
Okay,
I mean,
that's fair.
You know, I just
yeah.
You know, BYU 10-2, and they lost in a fucking championship game.
It's interesting. Well, thank you to Bluebeard there. It's a really good question. Buckeyes Battle Cries back. The 5. The game definitely matters. So
yeah,
there's a Buckeye saying the game definitely matters. Hats off to Indiana, but who got punished for losing the Big Ten championship. Get rid of conference championship games. Here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting, because Bama, they said, oh, let's just not even worry about it. But remember BYU? They did punish BYU for getting thwonked. So they didn't punish Bama, but they did punish BYU.
Do you know what the hidden hand is in this? It's ESPN.
Yeah,
that's SEC. Right. That's SEC. That's the fucked up thing about that. And I saw a tweet that like really exposed the ESPN influence. I will not be able to find that one. But yeah, man, it's fucked up. The playoff selection process right now is not where it needs to be. I will say, I'm going to tell you, like, if anyone watched the beginning of the show and we talked about the gap between recruiting from team 1 to 16 versus what used to be team 1 to team 8, I'll be honest. I'm kind of, dude, college football is getting insane parity, man. Like, I'm actually on the train of, I'm not mad at 14 teams anymore. I'm just not. And let me just say this too. It's not because we didn't get in. It's just, I think, like, for example, in my opinion, not even us, but I do feel like Texas and Notre Dame should fucking be in the playoffs, bro. They're good teams. I'm not even talking about us. Like, their teams. Like, I'll be real also. I don't feel fucking what is it, James Madison
No.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel like James
Get their
Madison
asses
should be in
kicked.
the playoffs. I don't.
Tulane.
I don't know. I like Tulane's helmet. I'm a sucker. I'm sorry. I'm
all right.
Give me
But
Tulane.
both of them,
no.
at least one should have gotten left out. But
James,
that's not how it's designed.
like,
because
just
Duke was an ACC champion, so they couldn't let Duke in at 7-5. So they had to let Tulane and JMU in.
Right. Like, fucking dude, Tulane, like, Georgia has an easy layup to the Ohio State game, in my opinion. It's bullshit. And Ohio State fans got to feel similar. Like, why the fuck's Georgia get a fucking free pass? Like, Tulane and Ole Miss missing Lane Kiffin. I mean, what are we doing? That should have been Notre Dame, probably.
Well, with that said, it was greatly enjoyable to watch Indiana beat Ohio State. Very cathartic.
Oh, yeah. It was a good time.
Loved it. Folks, we have gone over 2 hours. So I think we're gonna call it here. But we do want to remind everybody, as always, that we do have 2 shows going. So now that we're on the off season, we've got this show on Tuesday, but we also have the Thursday call-in show continuing during the off season. TJ, you got you and Johnny 8 p.m. Thursday.
Yes, that is the plan, as long as I can walk. 8 p.m. Thursday, me and Johnny Olden talking some ball. Looking forward to the bowl game and whatever else we want to talk about. Maybe we talk Michigan basketball. I'm not sure, but we'll have a good time Thursday. Looking forward to it.
And, of course, I'm going to ask all 800 people watching throughout the different channels to head over to Mark Rogers College Football After Dark. It's live right now. So, folks, your college football content doesn't stop here. You get a whole nother show now over on Mark Rogers' Voice of College Football. They're hanging out. He's taking calls. It's always a great time. Let them know John and TJ sent you. And I want Wolverine Nation to fucking show up, and I'll be there. College Football After Dark, another show happening right now. So go ahead and click that link and go ahead and join me. We'll have a Wolverine Nation brigade of the College Football After Dark show. Late Night Live is what he calls it. College Football Late Night Live. And we'll go ahead and see you there. Any final thoughts for us?
Yeah, final thought right here. Keegan goes, is TJ sick every week? Listen, let me tell you something crazy. I have been sick. I got sick in October. I got sick in November, and I'm sick again, damn it. And I felt it coming yesterday. I believe, and get this, prior to my October sickness, I wasn't sick for over 2 years. I think the reason I'm getting sick is because I stopped going to the fucking gym, dude. I'm serious. I really think that's why. I stopped going in July. I'm a bitch. I gotta do better. But I think I'm starting to think that's the reason. I'm just not. I don't know. My immune system's mad at me. I think that's what's happening right now. That's my theory. We'll test it out because TJ is getting back in the gym once I'm healthy.
Boom. Love that. All right, y'all. Yeah, I got sick. Just one. I mean, I think it was just the one time because we had that whole apartment flood, and during that time, I got a little under the weather. It goes around. Yeah, you have been double dipping a lot with.
Bro, I'm about to pull an all-nighter tonight, dude. I can't go to sleep tonight because of the snowstorm. I got to be up. Anyways, my sleep's fucked. I got to work on that too. I even wear one of these to track my sleep, but I'm fucking up. I got to do better, boys. I'll be honest. I'm too focused on other shit. What are you doing? There's replay.
Well, this is what I'm about to say. Cool mode. Guess what? You can rewind. You can also listen to our show on Apple Podcast, on Spotify, on all of them. We'll be publishing it. You can listen to it tomorrow. We'll be releasing clips from the show. Lots of good clips, lots of good content. So no worries. Just run it back and hit the like button. If you hit the like button, we'll forgive you. How about that? You hit the like button, we're good. Anyway, everybody join me We're getting over to college football late night live with Mark Rogers. And until next time, John TJ saying, go blue. Fuck
Go Blue.
Ohio State.
Forever.
Forever. And see you soon.